Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share so get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but you'll be right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you to pull up on me. What's going on with you, man? Shout out to everybody in the building. Hope all is well. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Sunday morning. And today we have another good word and service for you at the BABG Tabernacle. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you came here ready for the word, okay? The spirit. Now, again, man, like I said, shout out to the Hey God niggas first and foremost. Take the whole religious aspect out of it, so on and so forth. Look at the Bible as nothing other than a historical journal, geographical, example, cultural, all of these things, man. Look at the Bible for the information that's in it and the information that can be taken away from it outside of the whole religious aspect of it, man. There are a few things, though, that are repeated in the Bible, right? And usually when it's repeated in the Bible several times, that is something that you should probably take heed to, and especially if it's something where, it's God saying it or Jesus saying it himself, right? And one of those common recurring themes, okay? All right, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, is the poor will always be with you, okay? The poor will always be with you, okay? People act like being poor is this disease or this condition that somehow leads to poor decision making, violence, all of these things. When again, I won't say that most people start out poor, but most people start out as not rich. Okay, most people start out as we say, keeping your head above water. Okay, that's how most people come into the situation. Adrian, what's up, love? How you doing? All right. Most people come into the world, okay, on some good times type shit. Damn. All right. That's most of us, man. And I actually think that coming from humble beginnings or even being poor gives you a better perspective of life and appreciation for things, and you don't take shit for granted, right? I just look at my kids, man, right? I didn't have no motherfucking house growing up, right? We didn't live in no house, right? I moved in with my grandma, but that was an older house, and had my grandma and 4 kids in it, right, with 3 bedrooms. You feel me? So, um, things like that, man. Being able to make your own financial decisions and purchases, and be smart, invest money, all these things, so on and so forth. Even the possessions you have, like, bro, I got shoes that's hell. Some of them still older than my kids, right? Or well, older than my kid, not older than my kids. Because I don't think I got any shoes that's 20 years old. But I got shoes in my closet, man, older than my son, right? Still look like they, you know what I mean? Because I know what it's like to get one pair of shoes a year and then up to two. You feel me? So that experience and growing up in that environment, man, those conditions, it builds character, as they say. It really truly does. And it gives you appreciation for things that you might not have had you been more fortunate. Um, as we know, I want to say most people that are poor. Well, I won't say most, but I'll say a substantial number of people that grow up poor or born poor don't remain poor. Okay. Most people, that's one being poor is one of the greatest motherfucking motivators ever, bro. Okay. That's one of the greatest motivators ever. Hey, I do not want to do this shit. I am, hey, whatever I got to do, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do. And most people, the vast majority of people, choose legal means and going about it, quote unquote, the right way. Now, the issue and problem is when we make these excuses and make it seem like you can ever eliminate poor. All right. One of the biggest issues and problems I have with um, any type of politician, usually Democratic, right, that sells you these dreams on he's going to end racism, they're going to end poverty. You're never going to end those things. And this is how we're back to, the scripture. The Bible tells you, okay, the poor will always be with you. There will never be in a position where there's no poor people in the fucking world. And looking at this shit, man, as if everybody's supposed to be rich, everybody should be rich, is a very, very delusional and psychotic ideology. Okay. Psychotic, bro. All right. If everybody's rich, who's gonna work? Right? People can't even look at life in reality from a reasonable standpoint to understand that they're always gonna be classes of people. And the people that are poor, man, again, right? It's unfortunate, right? But understanding that when you're in America, especially, and you have people that are even way poorer than what our level of poor is. Listen, poor in America, man, compared to other places, is still. I don't think people understand. Let's look up a couple of these places. Let me show you some shit real quick. Let me show you some. But shout out to a good brother. Jordan never said ain't no party like a Diddy party. Oh Lord, brother. But thank you for the donation. You know what? I'm gonna change these up, man, because I'm tired of Jeezy hitting me or whatever. So Jeezy keep hitting me for my drops, so I'm gonna have to change my drops around, man. Thank you for the $5, good brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Giving without asking, brother. We greatly appreciate it at the BABG Tabernacle. Okay. Um, what was I saying, y'all? Oh. Bro, look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. Even poor in America ain't poor by world standards. Okay? It's worlddata.info. Average income by country. The worldwide highest incomes earned in Monaco. The smallest budget per capita exists in Burundi. In our comparison, over 210 countries, the USA comes seventh at the average income of $83,660 USD. Okay, that's the average. The average gross annual wage per full-time employee in the USA was $932.24, around $6,911 per month. Okay. Let's go with the lowest. Burundi, $190 a year. Annual, people. Annual. That means 365 is a day, and they only made 109. That's less than $1 per day. Afghanistan is right at $1 per day and some change. Okay. South Sudan, 460. All these fucking African countries. I just saw what's the name go. Listen, man. Y'all know I have to tie. I tie a lot of these things. Austin Holloman is doing this thing, and I don't understand how niggas get on this. Niggas like shitting on niggas, bro. You gotta start calling this shit out, bruh. Niggas don't want to go to Africa and don't want to deal with African fucking women, not because of their skin tone. It's because of their fucking attitude. Yet them being, you know what I'm saying, bruh. Nigerians. This is why the Nigerian scammer is a thing. The annual salary in fucking Nigeria is $1,250. You go over there and a bitch wants you to buy like motherfucking the Backstreet Boys. Baby, how you getting on the internet? Bro, you go on TikTok, all you gonna see is Nigerian bitches. Sitting on motherfucking TikTok all motherfucking day. Give me, please. Give me. Thank you for the heart. Like, motherfucker. But they're limited in their financial capabilities, right? Haiti, $1,760. Kenya, bro, this is why niggas don't like Africa. You got poor women that want to act like they're not poor. Ain't a po is nothing worse than a po asshole, but a third world country po asshole, bro. Niggas ain't trying to deal with that shit. And African women look at American women as the standard, and they want to copy any and everything they do. So niggas is not trying to go to motherfucking Africa, bro, and deal with the third world Keishas, man. I don't know if somebody that said this one. You niggas love using that Keisha shit. So, where in the hell? Somebody already said the shot to you, but I ain't heard nobody say it. So look, these third world Keishas, nigga, nobody's going to sign up for that. No. You don't look that much fucking difference for the most part, unless you get out in the motherfucking East Africa anyway. And let's stop the bullshit. Let's cut the shit. All right. Eritrean women and motherfucking Ethiopian women are some of the most beautiful women on the planet, bro. All right. That admixture, that motherfucking, that Arab/African shit, bro. And then that ass. Boy, that ass. Listen, Ethiopian women ain't that ass though. They that ass too. You hear me? That ass though mean the bitch got a butter head or butter face. That ass too mean that bitch got that face and that ass. You hear me? Y'all don't hear me. Can I get an amen in the congregation? Eritrean and motherfucking Ethiopian women, bro, are that ass too material. All right? So please, bro, let's stop the bullshit, dog. Let's stop the bullshit and put this narrative out here that men don't want fucking dark-skinned women and darker colored women, all this other shit. No, bro. Niggas deal with dark-skinned women here. Niggas deal with dark-skinned women in fucking Brazil. Niggas deal with dark-skinned women everywhere, all over the fucking planet. If she fine, she fine, nigga. Please stop this colorism bullshit, dog. Sick of it. Thank you, brother. Thank you, good brother. Thank you for you know what I'm saying, somebody testifying, brother. Saying, let me know I'm doing the Lord's work, brother. All right. Look at this shit though, man. Let's get to America. America's and its average salaries, right? Of course. Right. These places don't even have a gross annual wage, most of them, right? Even Egypt, bro. Egypt, $3,500 in Egypt, Morocco, all these African places, man. Vietnam. What's the one place I'm looking for? You niggas love going to. Where the fuck Thailand at? Let's see where Thailand at. Thailand, $7,000. Right. So think about this, bro. If you are able to get a if you're able to get a remote job, I bet. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Shit. Yeah, where's India at? Let's see. India. Is India up there? Yeah, India ain't even on this month. Where India gotta be on here. Iran, India, $2,650. The Philippines, man, the Philippines. So either way, man, listen, even being poor in America is not like being poor everywhere else in the world. Okay. Um, you can and you should overcome your circumstances. Okay. Being born into something doesn't mean that's where you're going to end up at. All right. Most of our great people, entertainers, athletes, all these different things, so on and so forth, they weren't born into the shit, bro. They weren't born into wealth. They were able to cultivate their talents and use it to transcend the condition that they were brought into the world to, right? So once you had this understanding, bro, again, this whole thing of where poverty this and poverty that and being poor and all this other shit and we got to stop poverty, we got to do this, we got to just pour money. No, bro, no. Now again, am I saying fuck the poor people and just let them figure it out? No. But what I'm saying is anytime you say the word of ending poverty, okay, on some Sally Struthers shit, right? 17 cents a day, and them all them African kids still skinny and shit. Sally Struthers getting fat as a motherfucker. You feel me? But if you could turn to your Bibles, okay? If you could turn to your Bibles, because we go get into the good word, show you where the scriptures align. Yes, 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 yes. Praise God, praise God. We'll be going in the good book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 11. Yes, 11. If you could put your hand up when you find the scripture, okay, so that we can go on and read the good word in unison. No. It's realm-tastic, brother. Realm-tastic. I don't know who no realm Thurgood is, brother. It's realm-tastic. Get it right now. And it says right here, for ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For ye have, what the hell? Oh, I can highlight it. Look at this. Look at God. I don't want to log in. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. Praise God. Praise God. Thank you. Right? Now let's go to the next one. The good book of Mark. The good book of Mark. Chapter 14, verse 7. Verse 7. And the good word reads, for ye have the poor with you always, and whensoever ye may do them good, but me ye have not always. Okay? For ye have the poor with you always, and whensoever ye may do them good, but me ye have not always. Okay? That's when Jesus was here walking upon the earth, and he was telling the good people and his disciples that, hey, these poor people gonna always be around, but I am Jesus, the Son of God, and y'all acting like I'm gonna be around all the time. No, That means focus on the poor when you need to be focused on the poor, but you can't always be focused on the poor. There are greater things, people. Be kind to the poor. Look out for the poor when you can, but at the same time, you have your own purpose, brothers and sisters. You have things that are far more important than the focus of the poor. Is what God is telling you, or Jesus is telling you. Okay, God is telling you through Jesus. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, all right. What blasphemy, bro? Good brother. Blasphemy. What blasphemy, good brother? Brother, I'm reading the good word right here. It's in clear black and white, and I highlighted it, brother. I don't understand how this can be blasphemy. And we have one more good scripture about the Pope. Shout out to dedicated to my children's future for the 5 memberships. Greatly appreciate your brother. If you receive one of those memberships, could you please thank the good brother for paying your tithes and offering? Thank you. This brother he paid the cost for you, just like the good Lord. And this is the last one right here. We'll do this in good green. We'll do this in the green. There we go. We'll do that one in the good. Hold on. Oh shit! You just took it away. Hold on. What's this? Wait. brother, this is brother, that's wild, brother. This is John chapter 12, verse 8. For the poor always ye have with you, but me ye have not always. Again, as Jesus telling people that, look, man, these poor people gonna be here all the time. Me, on the other hand, I'm right here with you in the flesh for this time, and you should be focusing on me and the things I'm telling you. Help them in the meantime, between time, but at the same time, understand, okay, what's going on around you other than what the fucking poor is. Okay. Um, yeah, man. Listen, hey man, shout out to that's another thing, man. Where are all them big ass Bibles at? What the hell happened? Where there has to be a I don't even know. Okay. Y'all know the big fucking 20-pound Bible that was big as you as a toddler? The toddler Bible? That motherfucker had to be about like 2 feet by 1 feet. This thick. And it sat on the coffee table. One of the worst ass whoopings you could ever get is if you rip the page in that Bible. You was finna get all kinds of demons and spirits cast out of your ass if you did something to that Bible. Yeah, the hard cover. Yeah, one of those soft. Hey, look, yeah, one of those soft cover Bible, bro. That motherfucker had the ribbon in it, had the ribbon placeholder. You literally save your life, man. Shit, hey, motherfucker breaking your house and shoot some shit up, put that Bible up, nigga. That's better than bulletproof vest. Oh yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't touch that Bible. Don't change them. Who changed my scripture? Don't do that. Yeah, don't turn that page now. If you wanted the hands laid upon you, play with that Bible if you want to. But let's get into Mayor Brandon Johnson, man. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna save him for last. Let's get into these damn all these people out here crying um over government benefits being cut. And my question to you is, what are you doing to get off of government benefits? Now, let me be clear. I am not talking about the elderly. I'm not talking about the physically unable. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even directing this at the children. But unfortunately, the children are dependent upon and born into situations with irresponsible, lazy ass piece of shit adults that want them to fucking live an entire childhood of poverty because they're lazy pieces of shit that don't want to get out here and, you know, do anything. All right. You know, there's a particular individual that you know have said something about people in the military being on government assistance when that's stupid, because the people in the military also pay taxes, right? So in theory, or you know, technically, you're paying you're helping pay your own salary because you're a tax paying citizen, right? And then, you know, if you make it to get a pension, which is that's I forget, it's like something like maybe 5% of people out of the military retire. It's not a high number, right? Actually retire out of the military. You've earned the money you get from the government from your, you know, good and faithful service of 20 plus years in the United States military. So military pay, military pension is nothing like government assistance. Say it again. Military pay, military benefits are nothing like government assistance. It's not Section 8. It's not food stamps. It's not anything you go to the government and ask for free. Okay. For the government and your fellow American citizens to take care of you where you do absolutely nothing. That's not the same. But people love saying stupid shit to make their mediocrity and usually make their laziness feel better. Okay. Same motherfucker that came out here now and said, "Oh, I'm glad to live off the government," and you know, and but hey, man, niggas are who I told you they were every time.
Motherfucking food stamps to $85 from $738. How the fuck?
Come on, bro. I don't know why the fuck
I'm
TikTok
fucking
did
pissed the fuck off. They cut my motherfucking food stamps to $85 from $738. How the fuck? That's supposed to support a household of three. For a job.
Shout out to brother Mike G for the $5 to the collection plate. I greatly appreciate you, brother. Ain't nothing but some money. He said for Sunday service. Thank you, brother. We're glad to have you in the congregation, brother. We're glad to have you in the congregation. So listen, man. It's crazy to me how people don't understand just how difficult it is. Well, I would say, I guess more so for just people, bro. I've never been able to qualify for food stamps, right? Government assistance, military shit. Made too much money, right? Even when I was single by myself and I was making just as much money in the fucking thing, I wasn't looking to apply for no food stamps, but I don't think I would have, qualified in the first place, right? But either way, the problem that happens with food stamps and these government assistance is people don't want to, okay, use it for the time they use it and then not need it. They literally fight to stay on it. This is what she's fucking, what's her name? Little baby. Let me see. You got 2 earrings in your ear. You got a bracelet on. Look like your eyebrows are freshly arched. You got makeup on your face. That's out of all your accessories and arched eyebrows and all this other shit. What lady is there? A lady in the chat? Shout out to Lucky. Lucky, what would getting your face done and eyebrows arched? What's the average cost of that? I think that's at least $100 for sure. You're dedicating more money to you're wasting more money on shit that don't matter while you're poor, okay? And complaining about money being taken away from you that's being given to you for free. To me, man, for real, if I see a woman that's on Section 8, that's on food stamps, that's in the projects, and she got lashes, she got nails, she got hair, she got all this shit, she wearing designer, be it fake or real, right? That bitch at where she want to be at, bro. Oh Lord, ma'am. Okay. Listen, I don't need you talking about you. I asked you. What I asked you was how much it costs. If you don't do, I know you got some girl, female friend, okay, that get it done. I ain't talking about you. Jesus. It's at least $100. At least 100, man. At least 100. We ain't finna do this. I ain't finna play with Lucky this damn morning like she don't know. Jesus, like you ain't got no ugly ass friends that need makeup and gotta pay for it twice a month. Lord Jesus. Thank you. Gee, thank you. Lord. Now I say I'm off $200. $200. And we can tell you eating good. Right?
That barely even support my basic needs now. Like inflation is high and the bitch groceries is high as shit. Oh, I'm pissed the fuck off. Like I'm mad as shit.
I don't know why they keep fucking doing this shit, man. Stupid.
Because how the fuck am I supposed to survive off that shit?
And that car doesn't seem to be raggedy. You ain't got no hanging. You ain't got no motherfucking hanging headliner. The back of your head cushion look all clean. The inside of your car look fairly new. Now a lot of these people be doing shit for just what's the name too. I don't know. You feel me? They be doing this shit just for who knows, right? She could not be or whatever. So I have to say that too. I hate this shit. Bro, I don't know if y'all see, bro. This AI shit is getting out of hand, dog. Now, Miss Linda. It's Sunday, baby. You can't make more than $1,200 a month for snaps in Nevada. So yeah, it's right at what 24,000. Yeah, look, I think it's that's you around the board. Whatever your local poverty level is, you have to keep it like below that. So why would you purposely not work a job, not get skills, not supersede that shit? You putting a motherfucking cap on your life experience, especially you're more likely than not you got kids. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for a single individual person. You don't have listen. If you are a single, able-bodied person, right? I don't even believe you should be no. I don't believe you should be eligible for fucking food stamps for real. Outside of fucking extreme extenuating circumstances, you need to figure that shit the fuck out. What people don't understand and realize is, man, most of us waste money. Wasteful spending is a motherfucker. I'll never forget. I told y'all this. I got back from the boat, right, back in 2022, and they got this shit, the vending machine. All right, we call it a gee dunk, right? In the vending machine, you had sodas, snacks, all this shit, la la la, whatever, right? Bro, they had these motherfucking the big ass giant honey buns. Okay, I was smashing a giant honey bun a day. You know what I'm saying? And on my heavy days, on my leg days, I get 2 of them. And of course, I had to get me a bang bang. So I was literally spending anywhere from $3.50 to $4. Excuse me, $3.50 to $5 a day in the motherfucking in the vending machine. Okay, multiply that shit times 30. All right, multiply it times 30, then multiply it times 12. That's the money that I was wasting on, when if I really just had to have it, I could have went to motherfucking Sam's or some shit or Walmart and got a whole pack of them shits for, you know what I mean? What I'm spending for from an individual standpoint. We don't even look at that shit, dog. The money we waste is just, and again, in the black community specifically, we're never taught to we're never taught to understand or appreciate money. Okay? Money is not, I'm gonna owe somebody when I'm dead. I done heard the stupidest shit come out of niggas' mouths, man, when it comes to money. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it with you. Yeah, you can't, but you can leave it to your family. You can leave it to your children. You can make their lives better. You can make their lives easier. Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think you should be, but we know that's how it goes. Yeah, planning and budgeting. Shout out to Leon, man. Listen, planning and budgeting will change everything, dog. You're sitting down, when you don't have enough money at the end of the month, or you're breaking even, bro, you got nothing left over. Take the time to sit down and see where your money went. Okay, take the time to sit down and see where your money went. Me, what I'm about to start doing, because I know I done got off of the eating out every day. I was eating out every day. I went to cooking. I forget what happened. I took a trip or something. That's what it was. So whenever you get out of the groove, right, you just don't want to get back into it, get lazy. But if you restart a lazy habit, you're gonna get right back into that shit, right? So, bro, I was eating out every day. Okay, eating out every fucking day. All right, from like $20 here because I'm a buffet nigga, right? So from $15-$20 to probably the most expensive shit gonna be something like 70-80, right? Bro, I'm doing this 5 days a week just out of convenience, and I got the money, right? But then I started looking at how much this shit was adding up, and I'm like, hey, nah, man, we gotta calm down. On top of the fact that hey, that food is usually full of fucking, you don't know what the fuck's in it, what type of oils they using, how much salt. You don't know the nutritional value of what it is versus if you cook yourself, right? So stop doing that shit, bro. And now I gotta work on other shit, like shoes, shit like that, so on and so forth, la la la. Just going in, swiping the card and whatever. So what I'm implementing now is I'm gonna pretty much give myself a certain amount of play money per month, right? And then I'm gonna try to wean it down and walk it down to where I'm at of like spending money off of outside of bills, outside of whatever. Um, I'll say I give myself anywhere from $600, $700 of play money, right, per month, right, all right. Just you know, shit I don't really need or whatever, so on and so forth. That way, I'm regulating what I'm spending the money on, and putting more money in investments, all these different things. Actually, having the money go to something that's going to benefit me and my kids long term versus just some shit that's satisfying me for now. On top of the fact that eating better, eating healthier, all those things and so on and so forth, right? Um, we have to start teaching our children what we weren't taught when it comes to money. Okay. There's millions and millions of examples out here. There's millions and millions of professionals, experts, economists, CPAs, all these things, man, accountants, right? So we need to start instilling this in our kids. My son, I got on his ass last week, and I'm not physically, but he want to spend, he want to spend real money on fake fucking game money. I was like, bro, you don't get the fuck out of my face, bro. I was like, you are not asking me, and you are not finna get no real fucking money, bro, and spend it on fake shit in a goddamn game. No. Fucking VC for 2K and shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not something we gonna do. A motherfucking shit. What Bitcoin just hit 125, right? You feel me? Ain't no telling what that shit gonna be by the time he grown. You feel me? So XRP right now I think is like under $3 or right at $3. And you finna motherfucking waste $20 on a fucking 2K jersey. On the emote, yeah, V-Bucks and shit. I think V-Bucks is Fortnite. No, not 300. That's a little too low, Rob. I can't spend this 300 on myself now. Oh, her. Okay, I'm not spending more than $300 on concert tickets. Oh, okay. My bad. I was all what's saying. No, I don't think that's not. That's some made up shit. There's no way they can track that.
So when y'all see me in the motherfucking store stealing stuff and that shit in my motherfucking bag, nicely act like you don't see shit and mind your motherfucking business, because this shit is going in my motherfucking bag and I'm walking out this motherfucking store with my motherfucking chest up and my head held high. And I dare you to try to tell me, hey
Yeah,
ma'am,
she's
excuse me,
definitely.
because I'm a
Yeah, that's definitely like performative at this point. Come on, bro, stop it. This one right here is going viral again. I know for sure this shit right here. What the fuck just happened? I know for sure this shit right here is just for content. This is not real.
in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids. Trump done cut no food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have...
Yeah, listen, stop having kids when you poor, bro. That's another big thing we don't talk about. Another fucking deadbeat mom trait we don't say is a bitch that's already got kids having more kids. Okay? Bitch, if you got kids you already can't afford, stop having more that you can't afford. And we know it's gonna be by ain't shit niggas. Okay? Stop. This is why I say, bro, it's not motherfucking pussy policing, but this is why you have to say something. When these women, a nigga, listen, you have to say something to these fucking bitches out here, bro. Just having these kids willy nilly. It creates a problem in so many different ways. All right, but please stop having these kids, and you know you damn po. Stop it.
Have to. Don't go having another.
That's number two. Listen, man. Hey, just because you married too, nigga, don't mean. Listen, this shout out to Lucky. Listen, just because you married don't mean you can have all these kids either if you can't fucking afford them. Stop having kids you can't afford. Married, single, whatever. All right. It's a reason why when a motherfucker adopt a kid, when they adopt a kid, they do a fucking financial assessment to make sure your ass can take care of their motherfucking kid. Okay? You can't be poor and adopt. They won't let you do it. I think we need to start applying the fucking adoption motherfucking requirements for people having natural babies. Okay? Because this shit is out of hand.
One. If you have one, don't go having two more.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the stamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability
Bruh, Jesus Christ, why do they do
check
this?
is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents.
Yeah.
If you're watching video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
Yeah, this is clearly again, bro. This is performative. This is just shit for fucking engagement, right? Say some stupid shit like this. And I hate that the world's so fucked up now. Niggas can't tell what's fake and what's real no more. Nobody's gonna get on a fucking internet and say this. And look at the car she's in. Again, man, listen. Certain cars and shit and certain conditions tell you whether a person's in poverty or not. Okay, bro. I bullshit y'all not, bro. I'll never get this shit. I was coming from the gym. I stopped at this fucking gas station just to get gas. Look, bro, listen. I know they say, right, you gotta know your car. And you know, I still got that Macon, Georgia in me. So I'll ride on E, you know what I'm saying, every now and again. It touch E. I ain't one of these niggas that keep my car filled up all the time. My tank gets down to E eventually, right? And I cruise that line about running out of gas. I ain't did that shit since like shit. I don't know. Like it's been like 15 years or some shit by now. No, yeah, more than that. But either way, right? I'm too grown for that shit, right? So when you see me go to a gas station and put $3 or $4 in there, put that gallon to get me to Sam's, you know what I'm saying? Because Sam's Club about 50 cents to 70 cents cheaper. All right. I need that. All right, because my tank is motherfucking 21 gallon tank. All right. So multiply 70 times that. Okay, that's how much money I'm saving. You feel me? And some of this shit, bruh, listen, I don't know how much, y'all know how much I fucking cussed just last week. I was finna do that shit at a Shell. And you know, Shell got the V power or whatever the fuck they say. Bro, that shit said motherfucking $5. I was like, I looked at it. Shit. Got in my car. Bro, that shit said $5. I was mad. I was fucking appalled. In Jacksonville, Florida, nigga, listen, it better be some gold in that gas. It better be some motherfucking gold in that gas, motherfucker. You shitting me? $5 fucking for fucking premium gas, man. Man, get the fuck out of my face, man. So, you know, I politely hopped back in my car after cussing a lot and went to the next gas station, right? But anyway, I stopped at this gas station one day, man, and this girl was clearly living in her car. Nigga, when I tell you she was living in her car, clothes, cups, food wrappers, and guess what else, y'all? Roaches. The bitch had roaches in her car. I was like, oh, trying to flirt. I almost pulled my pistol. You gonna put some gas in my car? Back up, bitch. It's like, get on away from around here now. Go on now. Oh shit, it's real. Shout out to Lucky. This is crazy. Bruh. Shout out to Luck. We gotta show this shit. Hold on. This is some real shit. Get the fuck. Hey, man, listen. Hey, y'all, if y'all think Trump playing, nigga. Think Trump playing if you want to. What the fuck is going on here? What the hell y'all doing? I don't know, man. This niggas. Yo, this is crazy. Listen, man. Hey, man. There's a new sheriff in town, motherfucker. Play with this shit if you want to. Can I make it larger? Yeah, I can make it larger now. Like this, so we keep it like that. Shout out to Luck, man. A woman was arrested and charged with food stamp fraud for using her food stamp card to buy ingredients for baked goods. She then used on Facebook Markets to sell baked goods. According to MLive, prosecutors say Tanika, Lord Jesus, ran her small business on Facebook selling baked goods between January 2022 and September 2023. During that time, she allegedly used her Bridge card, which provides food benefits through Michigan's Department of Health and Human Services, to purchase ingredients for her products. Authorities issued a warrant for her arrest on June 30th. She was taken into custody on August 4th and released the same day after posting bond. At her arraignment on August 13th, the judge set her free on a $50 personal recognizance bond. And it still could be, because that's one of these weird ass fucking things, man. Let me see some shit. Saginaw. Nah, that's real. After elect. Oh, nah, this real. Oh, yeah. Nah. This is official. That shit real. Yeah, man. This Michigan. This is the official Michigan fucking. This Michigan goddamn news. Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. Hey, man. Be careful. Be careful out here. Hey, and it's in Michigan too. That's the crazy part about it, because he's from Detroit, right? Judge Mathis from Detroit, right?
You going to jail. That statement gonna send you to jail.
Hey, listen, hey. But yeah, man. You know, everybody's mad. Everybody got something to say. They feeling some type of way because of the government cuts. And I'm just like, hey, man. Hey. Y'all gotta work hard like our rest of us do, man. You know how much I would love to get fucking even shit. I don't need $1,000, $2,000. Bro, give me $500 worth of fucking food stamps a month, man. Shit. Give me $500 a month for bruh. You know how many I can get a whole fucking rib roast for like one. I think they running now something like probably like 150 or something at Sam's. You know the same shit they use to make ribeye steaks and shit. Man, stop. The big one, the big joint like this, the motherfucker like this. Man, shit. I get 2 of them shits, bro. I'm good. I'm good on motherfucking meat for at least what a couple of months. And I still got $100 left after those 2 things. Get the rest of them. Get chicken thighs. Get the boneless chicken thighs, bro. Listen, man, I made some motherfucking nigga. I made the the chicken, man. I made some good ass jerk chicken, nigga. That shit was so good. I ate that shit every day, man, for like a week. That shit was good, nigga. I had jerk chicken and rice. I had jerk wraps. I had jerk chicken on a salad. That jerk chicken was hidden, nigga. I gotta do that again, man. All right, I gotta hit up the jerk man. All right, but nah, man. Again, all those things, right? So, and that's not even mentioning, you know, people that get cash benefits. I think in order for you to get cash benefits, for the most part, you got to have like something. You got to qualify for. Well, let's look it up. Let's see. What are the requirements for cash assistance? Requirements of cash assistance typically include being a U.S. citizen, qualified non-citizen, residing in the state with having a valid Social Security number, having income below a certain percentage of the federal poverty line, and meeting asset limitations. Additional requirements often include having a minor child in the home, attending school for children and young adults, working or participating in job training, and meet lifetime limits for receiving benefits. Damn. So hold on. Your household's countable asset must be below a certain limit, such as $2,000. So these people get cash money too, man. You must have a minor child living with you, be eligible for most programs. So damn, I thought. Damn, man, this shit, man. Drop. What do you mean the recipe, man? Come on, man. Stop it. All I'm gonna say is this, man. Listen, I like my shit spicy. I let that shit marinate for I let it marinate for a day. Set that meat out, put the jerk rub in there, put them gloves on, massage it in there real good, right? All right, threw the habaneros in there, what y'all call Scotch bonnet. But I use a habanero, cut that motherfucker up, open up the what's name, so the seeds and the what's name get in there, throw that rum in that motherfucker. The rum is the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But nah, man, that shit hit. Yo, that is crazy. $200 extra per kid per month, man, of actual money. And then y'all know how them stamps go. What's the rate for them stamps? What is the cash value of them stamps, y'all? Oh yeah, Beatbot. Listen, man. Listen, you let that shit marinate for a good day, bro. A whole day, a whole 24 hours. Yeah, man. Caribbean food is healthy. You cook it. You know what I mean? There you go. There you go. Angel, no. Y'all know what it is, man. 2 for 1, baby. Every dollar equal 2 food stamp dollars. All right. I ain't gonna say I ain't never, borrowed a card. But you can't beat that, man. If you double your motherfucking money, you feel me? You double your money, and that person wants cash or whatever. And usually they have some other way to supplement the money and so on and so forth. Like, hey, you feel me? All right, you know how them Caribbean niggas get down. They lay hands upon your head. So be careful. The Caribbeans lay hands upon your head. So just all right now. Especially the Jamaican niggas. All right. So you be careful. All food is healthy. Bacon instead of fried, real butter, low salt, low the sugar. Well, no. I still don't. All food isn't healthy. That's not true. That's definitely not true. All food isn't healthy. There's some foods that's just like, nah. Pork actually is better for you because it has higher salt content, cholesterol, all those different things, so on and so forth, right? There's a lot of misnomers about beef, though. A lot of people don't understand how good and how essential beef is. They say red meat is bad. Red meat isn't bad, right? But either way, I don't want to turn into that. Yeah, fatback. There's nothing healthy about fatback, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to you in the building, man. Now let's get into this Mayor Jahnson aspect of this shit, man. Now, Mayor Jahnson recently has said some of the dumbest shit ever in life, right? Right? Mayor Jahnson said some of the dumbest shit ever, man. Hold on, let me see. Let's go do some of my bad. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Let me check and see on you niggas. See what the hell y'all got going on. Gotta check on y'all in the congregation. Make sure you doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, we ain't too bad. We off by a little bit. I need them 30 likes though. Hit me with them 30 likes, people. If you add in the like button, hit the like button for me.
Community are taking offense with a comment made by Mayor Brandon.
Yeah, I got my fast shows on. Y'all don't listen as fast as I do.
Jahnson. Earlier this week, he said in part, quote, jails and incarceration and law enforcement is a sickness. CBS News Chicago investigator Megan DeMar joins us live now. The comment sparking outrage online and in the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, Megan.
Right, Erica, the Cook County State's Attorney told me she was deeply offended by that statement. Some argue that Mayor Johnson's words were taken out of context. So we asked him today to clarify exactly what he meant. During a press conference on Tuesday, Mayor Brandon Jahnson was responding to a question about how to make Chicagoans feel safer in their communities.
The fact of the matter is we are driving violence down on this city, and we're using every single resource that's available to us. Jails and incarceration and law enforcement is a sickness that has not led to safe communities.
Now, the reason it hadn't led to safe communities is because you niggas stopped using it. You, Mayor Jahnson, were one of the front running fucking advocates and loudest voices for defund the police. Okay? These motherfucking bullshit ass district attorneys that refuse to prosecute and lock up and keep locked up motherfucking violent criminals who see these people for repeated violent offenses or gun offenses and so on and so forth, release them back out into the fucking the public amongst the citizens, and then they victimize somebody else again. Okay, that's why it's not working. If a nigga is a criminal, especially a violent criminal, lock him the fuck up and keep him there. I do not care. I do not want to hear it. I don't give a fuck about prison reform. I don't give a fuck about second chances. I don't give a fuck about rehabilitation. That's for him to figure the fuck out after you catch his ass and get him off the streets. Clearly, they do not care about anybody else other than themselves. And usually don't give a fuck about themselves either. Right? Once you start having that understanding, bro, and having these real fucking conversations and stop making excuses for ain't shit niggas, shit'll start getting better, man. Shout out to a man supporting men for the fire. Appreciate you, brother. If Ballard was down in Chicago, why did the city cancel NBA YoungBoy concert? Just lying. LMF, yeah. Listen, man, come on, bro. They just had 52 people get shot over the last Labor Day, right? Law enforcement, harsh sentencing, keeping people locked the fuck up are tools to deter future criminals. Okay? They're to punish current criminals and to deter future criminals. You see this nigga sit his stupid ass down, have to sit down for 20 years or never motherfucking get back out. And you know he finna be motherfucking doing the bending.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
Yeah, a lifetime, signing up for a lifetime of doing the bending. Nah, nigga.
Law enforcement is a sickness comment took off in some conservative and pro-police circles on social media, even prompting Cook County State's Attorney Eileen O'Neill Burke.
The statement was disappointing.
Shout out to my brother Fleetwood 572 for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. The $2 it said, preach on, brother. Hey, I'm gonna keep on keeping on, brother. I greatly appreciate you.
And disheartening. We are part of law enforcement. The state's attorney's office is the prosecution arm, and that is clearly law enforcement.
To voice her own outrage during a sit-down interview with me on a different topic.
I have 1,300 people who work in this office who are dedicated public servants, who get up every single day to make sure that they keep women safe from domestic violence, to make sure that we are doing our jobs in protecting children from being sex trafficked, to make sure that we are prosecuting murder cases. What we do every day does not call for our eradication.
When she won her race in November, O'Neill Burke was considered the law and order focused candidate and was backed by police. Hoping to clarify what Mayor Jahnson meant by law enforcement is a sickness, we asked him today.
The people who heard my statement, they know exactly what I meant and what I'm talking about. They're using this moment to politicize, to justify their own insecurities. I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to take it. And neither will the residents of this fine city.
Johnson explained that, quote, the addiction of jails and incarceration is one that we have to wean ourselves off of. This time leaving out a reference to law enforcement specifically.
When you just responded, though, you didn't loop in law enforcement this time. So did you not intend to use the
I said that law enforcement, here's what I've said, though. Law enforcement alone does not keep communities safe. Law enforcement agrees with me on that. How do you send police officers into communities when there's little access to affordable housing?
Easy. Crime happened at motherfucking 8th Street. Go to 8th Street where the crime happened. Arrest the criminals. Protect the citizens. What kind of stupid ass question is that? So do affordable housings not deserve? Are you saying people that live in affordable housing or don't have less than affordable housing don't deserve protection from the police? Stupid. If a motherfucker's living under a bridge and they got murder under a bridge, do we just leave them there? No. You investigate, you fucking report it, and the police and shit come there to investigate what the fuck happened and try to figure out the murder. Poverty does not change the application of law. Doesn't. Be you poor, be you rich. You kill somebody, you going to jail, you going to prison. Without a justified reason outside of self-defense, if you murder someone, be you a rich person or a poor person, you're going to prison, and it's where you belong. You can't use motherfucking poverty. Oh well, he didn't have a choice. That's the fuck he did. He had a choice. Not to kill no motherfucking body. And that's the excuse that we always give a person that's a criminal. Okay? Criminals come in all motherfucking social classes, social economic classes, bro. Stop it. No.
What is a police officer's responsibility to hunger?
What? Nothing, nigga. What the fuck does that have to do anything? So I'm hungry, so I'm gonna motherfucking kill somebody. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna take some pussy. I can understand if you hungry and you stealing a motherfucking sandwich from McDonald's, I got you, right? But how do you explain the violence in the correlation to hunger? Oh well, because he was hungry, man, and he wanted to rob him. And bro, a motherfucker just got. Look at this shit. Hold on. I just seen this. Let me see what I think it was. And I think it happened in Chicago. Give me a second.
My kids have not eaten 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on here. Hold on, give me a second. Pretty sure. Damn, bro. I thought I saved it on the thing. Hold on. Get the fucking Lord Jesus. They about killed Granny. I'm looking for this shit, man. Where the fuck is it? So it's a dude that just got sentenced to, let me see. I think it was Chicago. Man, sentenced to life. Shooting man during robbery. Oh. Fuck, bro. Here you go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this happened down here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Explain this, man. It was Florida, South Florida. That's wrong. Oh man, goddamn, this ad taking forever, nigga. All right, cool.
Are expected to decide the fate of a man accused of shooting and killing a 21-year-old over a gold necklace. Prosecutors say he was caught on video and even took selfies with the stolen jewelry.
But the defendant took the stand to deny he was the killer. NBC6's Christian Colon reports on the trial that could wrap up very soon.
Surveillance video captured the moment a robbery turned deadly in North Miami Beach back in 2023. Police say 21-year-old Malcolm Jahnson Jr. was targeted for his gold medallion. After the necklace was snatched, prosecutors say Marcus Ely, the man on trial, fired the deadly shots.
But it wasn't enough for Marcus to take his chain or his medallion. He had to take his last chance. So he finished him off by shooting him in the head, which was an unsurvivable wound.
That's another thing too, man. Listen, bro. Situational awareness is a big thing. If Buddy holding you with one hand and he's holding, especially an AR pistol or something like that, or so on and so forth, nigga, fight for your life. All right, fuck it. I know they say don't, but at least then you got some, and especially don't like the other dude had a gun or whatever, right? Other dude got a gun. I mean, hey, but nah, man. If you holding me with one arm, and I guess I'm a little different because I'm a bigger motherfucker, right? But even still, irregardless of size, pause, right? If a motherfucker is holding you and trying to manhandle and wrestle you, and he has the gun pointed down, not pointing at you, bro, you have to react in that moment, bro, and seize the opportunity, right? At the very least, enough to fucking knock the gun away and get away. But yeah, man, RIP to this brother. But yeah, dog, it was just so many opportunities in this shit to where, yeah, or this, just stay the fuck away from my ends. Yeah.
Johnson collapsed as the shooters fled. Police searched for clues as this video quickly spread on social media. That's when Ely's own brother recognized him in the footage.
Who is this person fighting? It's my brother. Your brother. What's the name of your brother? Marcus. Are you sure he's your brother? Awesome.
Ely's brother took the stand and told jurors his loved one was the killer. And so did Mario Fogler, the second man in the video.
Shout out, man. Shout out to even this criminal ass nigga, right? That snitched or told or whatever. He's a snitch because he's involved and he told. But shout out to this man's brother and his family, man, for again establishing your family name, your brand name. I'm gonna say this again. This is something again that we don't do. All right. There's no longer any value, any importance behind our last names. Your last name is your brand. Okay. Is what your family is known for. Your representation. You are a walking, living billboard for your family. So if and when, bro, you get out here and you do some wild shit, right? It's for the family to punish you first and foremost. And if you did something to where you, wronged another family and society and so on and so forth, they're supposed to give you over to those people so you can serve your punishment to restore your family name. And then make a statement understanding, hey, we did what we're supposed to do. We raised them right. We gave them values. We gave them morals. We gave us other things, so on and so forth. We apologize for his behavior because clearly he can't apologize for himself, right? But he does not represent who and what we are. We have to bring that back. Okay? Yeah, man. Be careful. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wagner pleaded guilty to robbing the necklace and for his involvement in the murder. He got a reduced sentence in exchange for his testimony.
Why were you guys going to abandon the car there?
To get rid of it.
Why are you trying to get rid of it?
Because the car was used in the homicide.
The homicide Marcus committed?
Yes.
But Ely fought back, taking the stand in his own trial to call his co-defendant.
Listen, these hairlines are diabolical. Lock this nigga up for that alone. Nigga, what the fuck you put a motherfucking suit on and get your shit cut down, but don't line. Lock him up. Lock him the fuck up for that alone. Okay?
This is a sick Negro.
Lock him up. Motherfucking hairline looking like the Oregon Trail.
And brother liars.
Lie and lie and lie to avoid paying you for what you did.
No, ma'am.
Is that the truth, yes or no?
No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not the truth.
And back here live, jurors could begin deliberating in the next few minutes. They will need to determine whether or not they believe Ely was the killer. If convicted, he is facing up to life in prison. We'll, of course, keep you posted and monitor to see if that verdict is reached tonight.
Yeah, they gave him the verdict. The motherfucker, he got life. Get him out of here. Fuck him. Same way, I think Queso got 20 years or whatever. His dad told on him. Had a mental health crisis team ask me to knock on the guy's door and guarantee their safety while they evaluate him. Fuck out of here. Oh, he got life. Yeah, he got life. Yeah, great. Yeah, got life. Yeah.
Jahnson went on to say that jails, incarceration, and law enforcement should not be considered some kind of salvation for the Black and brown communities of Chicago. We did reach out to the Chicago Police Department for comment, but so far, Erica, we have not received a response.
Them cops mad too, bro. Listen, the cops, the Chicago Police Department are mad as shit. They put out a statement saying that, hey, they've had some of the lowest number of police officers in recent times. Oh, that shit. Listen, bro. Once you understand, and I'm here, so fuck it. I'm gonna do a whole separate stream on this, bro. Being black is not enough to be a leader. I'll say it again. Being black is not enough to be a leader. And we learned this the ultimate way with fucking Barack Obama. Barack Obama sat up here and told you niggas, okay? Well, I'm sorry, us niggas, because I voted for him. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Before I understood, and please understand, bro, a lot of my awakening as to how things really are and take the emotionality out of shit came from that election. The second fucking Obama election, bro, when I saw him do all of that shit for the brotherfuckers, when I saw him leapfrog a interest group over a whole race of people that's been here, you know, doing all the shit and going through all the shit we've been through here, and you gonna help motherfuckers that for who they want to sleep with in the bedroom. Yeah, man, I was done after that. I was done. Being black is not enough. And there's a huge issue and problem when we elect these black officials. Tiffany Henyard, this motherfucker, Brandon Jahnson. Who's the lady? What city is the mayor's getting indicted right now for I don't know how much fraud? A female black mayor's getting indicted right now, or been indicted for for several counts of fraud. We have to stop voting for people, bro, just because that voting for somebody because they black shit, bro. No. We got no. And us making that standard, oh, they black, so they good. No. We have to demand better. We have to demand more. Being black is not enough. You have to be black and have some character. You have to be black and have some morals. You have to be black and have some values. You have to be black and have some integrity. You have to be black and have some principles. You have to be black and be for order and discipline. It can't just be you black. We've seen where that's gotten us. Right? You gotta understand this shit, man. This Jasmine Crockett. Oh my God. Y'all, they was talking about the other day, talking about Jasmine. Why is Jasmine Crockett qualified to run for president? Please let Jasmine Crockett run for president. I'm doing it. I'll start the campaign. Jasmine Crockett 2028, goddamn. Please, Lord, let Jasmine Crockett run for motherfucking president. Please. I beg of you. Yeah, so that's how I ride, man. You know, I'm a coon. I'm a sellout. I'm a step and fetch it. I'm where my family from. Yeah, all that shit, son, is how I ride. Yeah, you know. Bro, we got this shit is doing nothing but fail us, man. Nothing. Time and time again. I remember remember the dude that was a mayor during, and I'm not saying it was, you know, he had more of the fault or whatever. But I think even him, Ray Nagin, didn't Ray Nagin get caught up in some type of fraud or some type of what's his name? When he was the mayor of New Orleans? And even more so now with this whole Brandon Johnson thing, to where he's trying to, so the Chicago people are like, man, fuck this sanctuary city shit, man. We want to vote it out. They're not even giving them an opportunity to vote it out. They don't want to put it on the ballot to vote this shit out. And black people, this is why I say, man, you cannot do this thing to where you make blackness and poorness synonymous. Can't do that. Right? Because what they do is well, they're poor like you. They're coming from a third world country, and you should understand because, you know, the black plight and the black poverty fight. No, bitch. First and foremost, I was born here. I pay taxes here. I work a job here. I have to motherfucking make my way. Y'all bringing these motherfuckers in here and giving them the shit I'm paying for free over me. You understand that shit, bro? People. A Section 8 list can be a year or years long, right? Of people that are just waiting to have their name come up on the list to qualify for, you know, aid with housing, right? In Chicago and in fucking New York, they contracted out fucking actual hotels, man. All right, these people were living in hotels and these things and so on and so forth to give these people a place to stay on the taxpayer's dime, most likely in conditions better than the people paying taxes. And it's something wrong with you if you sick of this shit. Like, no, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. Or hey, and then can go back fucking home. Figure that shit out down there. You're not finna take the money I'm paying. This Soul Glow nigga so funny to me.
Scenes coming out of Chicago and the surrounding area where the Trump administration has escalated its immigration crackdown. Officers were seen in riot gear, gas masks, and armored cars as protesters gathered yesterday outside a detention center. At times, there were confrontations with federal agents leading to a number of arrests. Those same agents have been seen in tactical gear, roaming the streets openly carrying guns in a show of intimidation.
In a show of, again, keeping law and order and getting people that shouldn't be here out of here. If you're a black person that's sympathizing and out here fighting for the illegal immigrant and against ICE and shit, bro, again, you worried about some business that ain't got shit to do with you. Why? Your black ass get locked up today. There's not finna be nobody campaigning for you tomorrow. You just locked up. They don't give a fuck about your kids. They don't give a fuck about what you got going on. They don't give a fuck about you losing your job. They don't give a fuck about none of that. You are a fucking criminal. And hey, the consequences are the consequences. This is the same attitude all black people need to have for these motherfucking illegal, illegal individuals who shouldn't be here in the first place. Send them home. Send them back.
And then there was this early morning raid of an apartment building earlier this week that involved around 300 federal agents, including those rappelling down from a Black Hawk helicopter. As the Chicago Sun-Times reports, quote, armed federal agents in military fatigues busted down their doors overnight, pulling men, women, and children from their apartments, some of them naked.
What they didn't tell you was, again, these were illegally occupied buildings that people were squatting in and weren't supposed to be there in a lot of the cases, first and foremost. And then they said some black people were apprehended or they were taken into custody. They were detained. They were detained. They were not fucking arrested because it's the same situation. If you they come to find out that there's buildings and shit nobody should be in, and then you have a large concentration of illegal immigrants, right? And some of them motherfuckers be just as dark as us. All right. You don't know some of these Dominican niggas is Dominican or Puerto Rican or Cuban until they open their mouth. All right. Ain't no way you telling me you looking at Poppy Ortiz and you think he motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Until you hear the motherfucking merengue music in the background. All right. Who's the dark pitcher? They had a dark skin either Puerto Rican or Dominican pitcher that was the same way.
Residents and witnesses said agents approached or entered nearly every apartment in this 5-story building, and U.S. citizens were among those detained for hours. Agents claimed the neighborhood was, quote, a location known to be frequented by Trinidad Aragua members and their associates. But DHS, of course, gave no evidence to support that assertion homes from a lot of the things that are going around in the streets, whether it's these immigration raids or the Marines in LA or whatever. But this is coming to the front doorsteps of people in your community, in your city, who are American citizens, who no evidence has been shown that they are a part of Trinidad Aragua or even any of the other folks that were in that building a part of that. Talk a little bit about what it is like for the people in that apartment building to feel so under siege.
Well, the tensions are certainly high in the city of Chicago. What the president is doing is absolutely dangerous and unconstitutional. But our position is clear. We're going to remain resolved and firm in our position to protect the rights of all of our residents.
Nah, Pedro wasn't that dark. It was somebody darker than him. I can't think of his name. I'm not a big baseball guy. But Pedro, I can look at him and tell he's like, something else. But Poppy Ortiz, nah, that nigga look like a fat nigga that be at the barbershop or the motherfucking rib shack. Nah, Poppy Ortiz, that nigga look like a nigga.
You are describing is something that we have been warning about for some time, that there are a number of people, including the president of the United States of America.
Yeah, Nori looked like a nigga. Exactly. That's another one. Nori, like I wouldn't know that Nori was fucking Dominican or Puerto Rican or whatever the fuck outside of, you know what I'm saying?
That have decided to declare war on poor people and on working people across the country. And this raid that you are describing was on the south side of Chicago, where black folks live. And it is evident that this is not about safety. It's not about deportation. This is about the president of the United States of America and his kind that are looking to stoke and foment chaos and fear within our streets of cities across America. But we're going to remain firm and we're going to fight back against this tyranny.
Mayor Johnson, Secretary Kristi Noem, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, was in your city yesterday, and she spoke to federal agents before they were unleashed on protesters. Listen to what she had to say.
So today when we leave here, we're going to go hard. We're going to hammer these guys that are advocating for violence against the American people. What they are doing is advocating to harm not just you and your colleagues, but your families, and they're doxing your identities and victimizing people every day by the way that they're talking, speaking.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you this. Motherfuckers don't listen. Listen, dog. A wise general knows the battle to avoid, right? Every fight not worth fighting. And clearly Brandon Johnson is playing a game that is only going and this is going to make the people suffer outside of it, the people in Chicago, because you have this one individual that's got an ego and he wants to be, I don't know what the fuck he wants to be, because clearly he don't understand after this, bro. Your political career is dead. You're done. Brandon Johnson can't be elected to be motherfucking a school board member after this shit. I promise you. All right. But I guess he said as long as he has it, he gonna speak stupid shit as long as he possibly can and be as difficult as he can to you know. But yeah, man, this shit not going nowhere.
Who they're affiliated with, who they're funded with, and what they're talking about as far as consequences for what we're doing by protecting this country.
So, two-part question, Mayor Johnson. One is what she.
I hear Lisp. That's all I'm saying. I hear Lisp.
Alleged, is that what protesters were doing? And two, and more importantly, has the secretary or anyone from the Trump administration reached out to you directly, personally, asking you, or at least telling you that they're coming to town and wanting to meet with you and discuss any of this with you?
Well, first of all, she has no idea what she's talking about. You know, the Trump administration, they are completely delusional right now. And what they are promulgating in this particular moment are not just unconstitutional measures, but they're dangerous and reckless. And it's antithetical to who we are as a nation. You know, what I've done in the city of Chicago, I've signed 2 sweeping executive orders. One, to make sure that the residents of this city know their rights and that there's real clear engagement with our law enforcement, not wearing any masks, being identifiable, and being also very clear about protecting the rights of all of our residents. The second thing is we made sure that we're protecting the right to protest. This is something that's fundamental to.
That's another problem, right? So they're saying that the law enforcement officers can't wear things to cover their face and hide their identity, which that only applies to local law enforcement. This is a tactic that Democrat cities and Democrat fucking extremist stupid motherfuckers are doing to try and make it seem like, oh, well, the federal agents are breaking the law. No, you have no jurisdiction. That's a higher level. Just like how your local district court has no fucking authority over the Supreme Court. It's the same thing way. Your state government never fucking overrides the federal government, to the point where in California, the fucking I think the DA had to put a statement out in the thing saying that the shit that what's the governor out there, Gavin Newsom's dumbass, what he said is unconstitutional and literally impossible, because he was trying to employ his authority from the state to federal agents and federal agencies, which he cannot do. Okay, so all he's doing is parroting the shit that they're doing out in California, right, and all these different things, when that's not the case. But at the same time, who do you see with fucking masks on? The protesters. So why would you make a rule for the officers, the people putting their life on the line, all these different things, so on and so forth, but not make the same rule for the protesters and the rioters, the people destroying property, the people attacking people, all these different things? Bro, this shit is demonic, dog. Okay, this shit is demonic, dog. Shout out to True Hype for the 2. Appreciate you, brother.
Ain't nothing but some money.
Brandon Johnson's position is due to the teachers union. Oh, okay.
Our democracy, the peacefully assembling of individuals to petition their government to do right by the people of this nation is something that is fundamental, and it's part of the bedrock of our nation. When it comes to Black, brown, white, Asian, working class people, this president has not only been a disappointment, but again, he has worked hard to relitigate the Civil War, and we're not going to stand for it. But she has no idea what she's talking about, and there are protests that are happening all over the country that are demanding justice in this moment.
Have you heard from anyone? Have you heard from the secretary? Have you heard from the president? Has anyone talked to you directly?
No, they have not. They don't communicate with us. In fact, I'm in regular conversations with mayors across this country, and whether it's Karen Bass in Los Angeles, whether it's Andre Dickens and Atlanta, as you know, that our resources are being threatened in our respective cities because we're actually investing in. This president is not interested in communicating with those of us who are on the ground every single day, and we know what it takes to govern our cities, and we're doing all the good work, right? Our investments have led to some of the greatest declines in violence across this city and across this country. This president
we have
is
the stats.
unserious.
Let's put them up on the screen.
Yeah, so 30% reduction in homicides, 35% reduction in shootings and shooting victims. Violent crime is down as a whole over 20%. In fact, we had the fewest amount of homicides in the summer since 1965.
Now again, man, the problem with this and what they're coming to find out is they are fudging the numbers. They are playing with the numbers, and this will give all the fucking what stats do you believe people credence, because they're doing the investigation right now for the DC thing. And what they're doing is they're reclassifying things and so on and so forth. And you're going to have to be. So what's the good things going to happen out of this is it's going to be an investigation. And they're going to actually get into this to see this and expose the bullshit that these fucking cities have been doing to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, and to justify denying assistance from the government. That's what's going to happen. Right? That's what's going to happen.
one of the safest summers we've had in over a generation. This is not about deportation. This is not about community safety. This is, quite frankly, this is about for profit. You know, we know that there is an investigation right now that's underway with Tom Homan, who took $50,000 from 2 FBI agents because Tom Homan made a promise to direct contracts to the very people who are running these detention centers who actually gave over almost $3 million to President Trump's campaign. The President of the United States of America has declared war on poor people. And if there was ever a time for working people to stand up across this world, the time is now.
Okay, so no, he's not declared war on poor people. He's declared war on criminals and illegal people who shouldn't be here in the first fucking place. That's who he declared fucking war on. And I and every other fucking black person should have no issue and problem with that and should be supporting him 10,000% because every illegal person that is here is taking away fucking opportunity for a working African-American person in this fucking country. Okay? You know, I be talking about a livable wage and a fair wage and all this shit. The reason why the fucking wages aren't fair and livable is because these companies are able to hire and pay these illegal motherfuckers far less than they would your black ass. Okay? That's why. Oversaturation. You're never going to get rid of all the illegals, and I understand the illegals serve a fucking purpose. I don't want my motherfucking head of lettuce to be $15 a piece. I don't even eat strawberries, but if I did, I don't want them motherfuckers to be goddamn $30 a pound. Okay? I understand that. Right? I understand that. I understand agriculturally the impact they have on the U.S. economy. What I'm saying, though, is there's a level there that should not be exceeded. If we only need 10,000 of them, or let's say 50,000. We need 50,000 to motherfucking keep the damn agriculture low. Hey, treat them motherfucking 50,000 like gold. Okay? Or better yet, hey, do a visa program to where you get to come here for a year, right? Do the shit, so on and so forth, and then after a year, your time is up, you got to go back. Whatever. I understand that. I understand this shit from top to bottom. I am not, again, I'm not looking at this from a fucking Republican perspective. I'm looking at this from a Democratic perspective. I'm looking at this from simple motherfucking money and U.S. economy. There are necessary evils in almost everything, right? We're going to have some immigrants in some shape, form, or fashion. When there are too many, though, that becomes a problem on the system. And every black person should have a problem with you not being able to get jobs, okay? Every black person should have a problem with your tax dollars going to shit to, you know, for Spanish-speaking programs and shit. Every job should have a problem with where they're requiring Spanish for a job in an American fucking country. All right? You can't get the job because you can't speak Spanish. And the job is a livable wage. I was just in the DMV the other day, bro. Pedro sitting next to me, and you know they call your number. Next number is, you know, motherfucking Pedro número la 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 español. No, motherfucker. No, I'm not saying they shouldn't be accommodated and just, but that's what I'm saying. No, Yeah, fuck that shit, bro. I'm out of here.
Mayor, I want to ask you about comments from another high-level official in the administration. This was President Trump, who spoke to a gathering of the nation's top military commanders earlier this week. If we can give a listen, I want to ask you about his comments on the other side.
It seems that the ones that are run by the radical left Democrats, what they've done to San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, they're very unsafe places. And we're going to straighten them out one by one. And this is going to be a major part for some of the people in this room. That's a war, too. It's a war from within. It's really a very important mission. And I told Pete, we should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military, National Guard, but military, because we're going into Chicago very soon.
How are you going to ensure that Chicago is not used as a training ground for the U.S. military? And what was your reaction to Trump's speech when you heard it this week?
A double-minded man. He is unstable in every way possible, unhinged and unhealthy. The idea of describing the American people as enemies from within is clearly not just a sign of authority.
No, these aren't American people, you asshole. You piece of shit. You liar. Okay? These are illegal immigrants. They're not Americans. An American is an American citizen. Just because you're staying in America, just because you're presently in America doesn't make you an American. Dumbass.
He has totally imbibed the full spirit of tyranny. And our cities are not training ground for the military. In fact, even the notion to suggest that the brave women and men who sign up to serve this country, to fight terrorism around the globe, to protect our way of existence, turning neighbors on their own neighbors is not only unconstitutional, it is reprehensible. And so what I'm going to do is what I've been doing.
Last time I checked, police are neighbors. Police have neighbors. So should the police not arrest anyone now so they don't turn on them?
I'm going to use every single tool that is available to me to protect working people in this city, to ensure that our fundamental rights are protected, to make sure that people know their rights, and then to ensure that we're actually investing in people so that they can live healthy and vibrant lives. That's what the people of Chicago ask of me every single day. No one has ever asked me to go to the White House and to express a desire for the military to occupy cities. No one has ever raised that. And so what they have asked for is to make sure that this president is not cutting food, medicine, and housing. What? I'm sorry, what's that?
Have you approached the White House for a meeting?
Well, here's what we've made very clear to the White House. Invest in violence prevention. They took over $800 million away from violence prevention programs. They cut the ATF budget by 30%. Just a few months ago, working with my local police department, we took over 170 high-powered weapons off the streets of Chicago. Well, this administration cut over 1,400 of those ATF positions. We said, make sure that we are funding our education system. Look, if you look at everything that this president is cutting, he is literally cutting resources and services from everything that descendants of slaves fought for. Education, how.
And there it is. Listen, man. This ADOS FBA shit is becoming an issue. It's becoming a problem. Okay? I understand knowing who we are and establishing. I understand that. But this shit, bro, again, making blackness synonymous with slavery is problematic. And y'all, and I'm never gonna get off this hill. As long as you niggas can't motherfucking think outside of yourself as a slave by proxy, or a slave by lineage, or a slave. It's got something to do with a motherfucking slave, bro. We are never going to move forward. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, man. Yeah, him and the one beforehand, the white dude before Lori Lightfoot. So he was already in a deficit and he's spending more money. So it's even worse, bro. And it's only going to get worse. Listen, when you understand, y'all understand this shit, right? I don't want to turn this into too political. I'll just say this, right? Keep it short. The whole point of Trump cutting all of this federal funding and removing government from a lot of these things is these states are robbing you. I'm going to say it again. The state and the city is robbing you. All right, especially the fucking property tax owners, property taxpayers. You know this shit, bro. All right, bro. When I looked at my fucking property tax, when I was paying it, when I looked at my property taxes, man, and saw the level of money that was going to Duval County public schools, and to know how dumb these fucking kids is out here, bro. I could have went down to the school board and had a motherfucking table, ladders, and chairs match. What you gonna do, brother? Come on down. Nigga, I was mad. The amount of money that went to fucking just schools out of my fucking property tax, dog. Yeah, man, listen. that too, listen, that shit, that's one of the reasons I motherfucking changed my shit from Georgia, bro. Nigga, I've been a Florida resident ever since I got in the Navy, because Georgia hit you with the state taxes. And Georgia charge you by the worth of your car's value. It's not a flat rate. So in Florida, it's a flat rate. No matter what you got, whether you got a fucking Bentley or you got fucking whatever, right? Your registration every year is the same price. Right? Places like Georgia, though, nigga, they charge you for the value of your car. That's how much your tag gonna be, your registration renewal gonna be. And on top of the fact you paying state taxes. All you people living in state tax cities, man, and everything is down, bro. I will be at every fucking board meeting. I will be at every fucking state congressional fucking committee. I will be like, hey, what the fuck are y'all doing with our money, bro? They are literally robbing us right under our nose, and all you niggas want to talk about is Trump. All you want to talk about is Trump. Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. Shout out, and I don't know why people. I don't even know how New York City has residents. New York City, the fucking boroughs, bro, the money they pay for the city tax and the state tax and whatever, the city tax, crazy. Again, a lot of these places, man, people just, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, man, crazy, bro.
Transportation, healthcare, good paying jobs. This president has declared war on poor people, and it's going to be working people that are going to lead the charge to transform this country and to push back against tyranny. This is the time now. And I'm calling every single resident, not just in the city of Chicago, to express their voices in very emphatic terms. We have been under siege by this administration, and it's going to be the power of the people, the power of working people across this country to lead a transformation in this moment to make sure that we're protecting our democracy and protecting our humanity.
Mr. Mayor, you mentioned the resources being pulled back. The director of the Office of Management and Budget, Russell Vought, who everyone here knows, there's a tweet from Friday. $2.1 billion in Chicago infrastructure projects, specifically the Red Line Extension and the Red and Purple Modernization Project, have been put on hold to ensure funding is not flowing via race-based contracting. More info to come soon from USDOT, that's the Department of Transportation. Are you, and you talked about fighting and you guys being on the front lines, are you guys suing the federal government for doing this? What is your recourse here?
We're definitely going to use every single tool that's available to us, and that includes the courts. Absolutely. Look, we have been fighting for investments in our transportation system, particularly our Red Line, that hits the south side of Chicago for over 50 years. Well, under my administration, we finally delivered, working with our congressional delegation, and we have a strong Illinois congressional delegation that secured the $2 billion to extend the Red Line to the south side of Chicago so that the residents of the south side of Chicago can access our economy. And for this president and his administration to withhold those dollars, while at the same time they're spending billions of dollars to undermine farmers in our country, billions of dollars to nations that are starving children right now. And so the world that is in upheaval right now, this president is exacerbating it. And the fact of the matter is that he is more interested in funding wars than the west and south sides of Chicago or urban centers across this country. And so, yes, I'm going to use every tool that's available to me to make sure that the south side of Chicago, we will not be ignored, and that cities across America, we're going to stand up and fight to make sure that working people and our values are upheld.
Mayor Johnson, real quickly, because we are way out of time, but I want to ask you, show you this poll from the New York Times Siena. Do you think Donald Trump's actions sending National Guard troops into big cities have gone too far? 53% of those surveyed said yes. Real fast. Do you think President Trump even cares what the American people think?
No, he does not. Masked men going into people's homes in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's enough of that shit, man. Listen, the whole reason why Brother Jahnson was one of the topics of today's sermon was due to his repeated reference to the poor people, right? And how, in certain ways he said, you need to eliminate poverty and reduce poverty. Shit's never gonna happen, bro. There's always gonna be impoverished people in this world. There's never gonna be a situation where everybody motherfucking rich and everybody, got a foreign car and a big house with fucking a picket fence in America. That's not how it's meant to be. That's not how it is in any place in the fucking world, by the way. So, but because people think they deserve just for being, this is why he can say stupid shit like this and get no pushback. Couple that with fucking Trump derangement syndrome, and hey, that's an unbeatable combo, right? But anyway, man, hey, we like to get y'all up out of here on a Sunday because I know y'all got football that y'all want to watch. Okay, your real religion. Okay, I greatly appreciate you for attending service at the BABG Tabernacle. If you could and you would, please hit that like button before you leave if you not have already done so, and share. Get the good word out here. Okay, y'all know we not just here on Sunday, but we here Monday through Sunday. You hear me? All right, 7 days a week. With we ain't, it ain't church the other 6 days. It ain't church the other 6 days. Now, just be careful. There's a little tempered down because we hear the good Lord in the spirit. Okay, but the rest of them days is just a good message. But anyway, man, hey, listen. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms, man. Really appreciate y'all pull up on me. That's that on that one. I'll catch y'all next one. Holla, we out.